Why is the sun still in Virgo? I'm Mystic Me Emotion, and we're going to look at what does this mean? What is the spiritual significance behind it? What does this mean for the world? What does this mean for you individually? What does this mean for the Lightworker Collective? All right, so I've been watching a couple of videos that recently said like the sun is still in Virgo. And so I took out my friend's like astro map, like map of the sky kind of app, and I looked at the sun, and yes, it was still in Virgo. And I was in shock that that's completely true. Since September, the sun hasn't moved out of that part of the sky. That is crazy. And I remember my friend and I talking about like a couple of weeks ago, like, yeah, it feels like we skipped fall this year. We skipped the autumn season. Like it just like the summer came and like we're going towards winter. Like there's no like fall season. What happened to it? So let's get into it. What is going on, Spirit? Ten of Swords. Okay. So something is being cut out once and for all, I'm hearing. What is it that's being cut out? Ten of Wands. Okay, crazy. Ten of Swords, now Ten of Wands. Okay, so you know big cycles are completing and starting up again. Two of Swords. Okay. So you're not supposed to know, we the collective, the light workers, no one's supposed to know why this is happening, what it's meant for. But you do know, and Spirit's like allowing us to know, so it's energy is allowing us to know that a big cycle is being cut off for good. And it's a positive thing, because the way that the Ten of Swords came out, it's kind of like this needed to be released, like once and for all, finally. And we did see that during the Scorpio season eclipses in October, the Taurus Scorpio eclipses was about releasing something very big that was no longer good for us. And because it's the sun that we're talking about, the thing that gives us life, there's something for living. It's something for the planet. It's something for our beautiful Mother Gaia, our planet Earth, our home. A very powerful being in its own right that is moving on to the 5D that needs to cut something out for good. And I'm getting that's the 3D Earth. And with the Ten of Wands upright, and this specific Ten of Wands is very pretty with a lot of flowers around it, it is moving us into the 5D, ushering in these high vibrational energies for this new reality, this leveled up consciousness. And, you know, Mother Gaia's like, this is it. Cutting it out. No more. So we're going to see significant changes in the next like 6 months. Like if things aren't going well in your career or in your relationships or in your health or whatever, in your home, whatever it is, don't worry about it, because in the next 6 months, everything is going to completely change. And so Spirit is saying here, you're being kept out of the loop on purpose. The Moon card, I'm getting you're even going to see some changes with the moon. Some of the things that people were bringing up in regards to this sun being stuck in Virgo is how back in the day we used to have a 13-month calendar that was based off of the moon, with 13 months with 28 days evenly in each month. It follows the cycles of the ocean, the moon, the cycles of females. It just kind of, it is more natural. So I have been getting that we're going back to our natural state. We're going back to the natural template of the earth, our natural template of our physical form. And so a lot of things are going back to its natural template, the way that God intended, the way that the universe made this planet, this home, our physical bodies, systems, staff, You'll be taken care of in difficult times. Wow, that was really necessary for sure. So know this, light worker, star seed, way shower, spiritual leader, and all the beautiful souls that have come across this reading, you will be taken care of during this difficult time. We've been talking about it in my lightworker readings recently, and it's been amped up, this energy that, yeah, things are going to hit the fan. Things are going to go crazy. We're already starting to see it with people and wars. People, like the dark energies, are trying their hardest to create war and strife and chaos and violence with as many low vibrational or like more 3D focused people and regions and groups as they can, and individuals. So you'll see the dark energy folks at the top that don't really have allies anymore. If you're in the dark, you don't really have friends. You know, in the light, that's where you have friends and allies and people you actually care for and genuinely would sacrifice for. The dark doesn't do that. They're greedy, they're selfish, they're egocentric, they're narcissistic. So they look out for themselves. They might have temporary allies, but they're all out for themselves, right? So I'm hearing that they're going to double down. So you're going to see these individuals double down. And that's not going to be good because they can be attacked more when they're separated from their allies and their groups. And we're seeing that the, light workers are head of the crowd, head of the collective, because you've gone through the awakening. You've done the healing, the inner work for years and decades, right? So it's not just you're head of the crowd, you're leading the collective. You're helping the collective. You're head of the crowd. You had a more difficult life up till now. So you can figure out how to help the rest of the collective evolve, right? When this time comes, there's still going to be people in the collective who don't want to and want to continue with the 3D. What happens to them? What happens to the 3D Earth? What's happening with that timeline? We're not supposed to know. We don't know how this transition looks like. We've been talking about the event for how long? Forever, right? We don't know. No one actually knows. We have little bits and snippets, but no one knows it exactly. It's like dying. How do you know what the other side looks like? Some people that are very, very psychic or very, very advanced in their spiritual practices and wisdom, knowledge, mastery may know more, but no one has a full picture. Okay, so what else do we need to know about why the sun isn't moving? Hasn't moved from Virgo. Queen of Wands. Okay. I'm getting your soul mission is coming to you. The folks that have been selected to be the head of these movements, to be the leaders, the way showers during this time, your missions are coming to you. You are going to be in the public light. You are going to be the face of this movement for source energy, for God, for the universe. You might be getting in touch with your spirit guide, spirit team more. You might be getting in touch with specific high-level energy beings more at this time because you're being prepped for coming out in public. So whether it's a small group, whether you're in charge of your family, your extended family, your neighborhood, your communities, people that have gone through similar experiences as you, or larger crowds, multiple cities, multiple countries, doesn't matter. You're the face of this collective evolution, and you're being given the soul mission. You're being prepped. You might notice that you're becoming healthier. You're getting into the spiritual practice that you prefer. You're going to be looking much, much better than you ever have in your entire life. You're going to look so good. And that's because you're being prepped and primed to be out there, the face. You've probably been in hermit mode for most of your life. You're getting prepped and primed to get on stage, I'm hearing. Knight of Wands. Yeah, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands. You could have only gone so far without your specific soul mission, without your specific tasks, without your specific assignment from source energy. So you've been doing well, Spirit is saying. Applause all around, I'm hearing. Wow, I'm getting so many energies coming through. Oh my goodness, your ancestors, people you've known from past lifetimes, ancestors from different timelines, and as your different ETs are coming through, different species, different beings. Like I'm like it's going up and up and up, and I just see like clouds, levels of clouds, and all these people surrounding you, clapping. It's such a warmth energy and a feeling of like empowering. Because like, you know, when a community elects a leader, they give their energy to them because they want this leader to protect them, to do right by them, to fight for their battles, to do what's right for the group or the community. That's why our leaders, our political leaders, are given like usually good energy in order to lead our group into better circumstances. Not saying that all of them deserve that energy, but it comes from the primal part of us, where when we're like in caveman status, or when we were less technologically advanced and civilized, we were in groups where we hunted and whatever, and we would elect specific members of the group to protect the group, to be leaders when there was an attack by a bigger animal, dangerous animal. So that's where it comes from giving the energy to those leaders to fight off, you know, the dangerous threats, you know. And so that's what Spirit is doing to you, Lightworker, or that's what the Spirit and Source energy is giving to these leaders that are popping up right now. In a recent reading that I've done, I saw that a lot of, you know, dark energy beings have left the planet, have been killed off, have moved on. But in more like sad and morbid news, this very high level energy that I connected to was also telling me that a lot of light workers, a lot of high level light workers have too. And that's why a lot of us that have been kind of, you know, ready behind the lines are now being moved to the front of the line. It's our turn. It's time to go. And there's more of us and those like very powerful high level light worker beings that were here fighting the good fight that none of us really saw. They did it behind the scenes for the most part. Okay, so you've been told to kind of rest while you are being prepped at this time. So I'm getting for this like winter season, which is not going to feel like winter. We're out of time, I'm hearing, okay? So the sun stopping in Virgo, we're living outside of time temporarily as the pole shifts, as we go through this 3 day of darkness, as like we have these magnetic pole shifts. In like Tartarian times, it's kind of happened. And when the pole shifts on the planet, what happens is there's more like plasma, there's more etheric energy in the sky, which is why the northern lights are coming lower and lower down into like the lands. It's coming inward towards land, and it's because the amount of etheric energy in the atmosphere is going up, which is why people are becoming more psychic. This is when you are connected more to the universe. You're connected more to this energy that connects us all, that's in us all. It's electricity, it's plasma, it's etheric energy. That's what we're connecting to. And that's why we're becoming more psychic. And that's why this whole like the event, the 3 days of darkness, this kind of whole talk of the apocalypse or moving from 3D to 5D. That's why all this is happening. The Hierophant. Oh my goodness, look at the stairs right there. And this jolly man, just laughing and smiling. That is the best thing to do at this time, because it's gonna feel like kind of a panic attack, but like very subtle and very like low grade. So this is a time to just kind of be happy, laugh, brush things off your shoulder. Don't let things bother you. Focus on just yourself and the immediate people around you that you care for. Take care of your health, take care of your mental health and emotional health, really. If people give you a hard time, avoid those people, leave those situations. But use your intuition, do what you know is right, because we are ascending. And that's why it feels like we're out of time. We're out of time. TikTok, we're counting down, but also we're getting more and more out of the physical construct of time, the thing that ties us to this reality structure, time, because there's no time in like heaven, if you want to say that, or life after this physical reincarnation. Our souls, our higher selves, don't feel time. They live out of time. So, and that's also why you're being able to connect to your past lives more, your future lives, other versions of yourself that are alive right now. You're connecting to all these things so powerfully right now. Dog barking. Advice from a friend. An elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So I'm getting you're gonna get called by a friend, because you're ready to start this long journey that is physical and mental, spiritual and emotional. It's physical, mental. It's both. It's a physical journey and with your body, and mental, spiritual journey that you are going to be exploring, because you're going to be able to astral project. You're going to be able to leave your body and travel. You're going to be able to go to other dimensions and meet other beings. And at the same time, your physical body here on this planet, in this 3D reality, is also going through a transformation and also going through a journey. So you're going to meet up with a friend that you're going to be starting this journey with. And I've been talking about this, lightworkers are meeting up with other soul family members, soul friends, soul mates. But right now, specifically, you're going to meet at least one true high vibrational soul family member that you're going to start this long journey with in the physical. And you're also going to be doing very high level spiritual work with them. You might be meditating with them. You might be astral projecting with them. You're going to figure some crazy stuff out. So that's more specific for the two of you or your small group. But I feel like for most people, it starts with two people. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm channeling like crazy right now. All right, and what else? One more message from Spirit about what's going on with this. 10 of Pentacles in hand. Okay, so with this whole chaos going on, the 10 of Wands, very pretty here. The 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Look at all these 10s. That's how you know. Big shifts. Big cycles ending. Big cycles beginning. You are going to be blessed with a lot of prosperity and abundance of resources and abundance of like-minded individuals, high vibe souls that are here to help create with you, heal with you, help others with you, and set up new systems with you to get back to the old template. These are new systems, so it's different than all the other resets. It's going to be different than the way that our ancestors have done this in the past, ancient ancestors, I'm hearing. I had to pause for a second because when I gasped, as I said the words ancient ancestors, I had like a huge coughing attack, and it was just like this like warmth like filled my face, and it's just like this like excitement of all your ancient ancestors also coming online to help you as you come more online and get more connected to all these high vibrational beings right now. And it's gonna be funny. I'm hearing that like you're gonna remember your relationships with all these high vibrational beings that you've had in past lifetimes, or that you worked with in different sectors of the universe in different ways as different beings. in different dimensions and different wavelengths. I'm hearing in different ways. Wow. You can remember your relationships with these beautiful high vibrational beings, family, let's say. Yeah, and so as we move, we're gonna be making a new template. I mean, we're going back to the old template, but we're creating a new version of it. If you know that like timelines kind of go in not just circles, but they go in spirals and they go up and up and up. So they go a little bit higher and higher and higher as we move through time. So I'm getting that this iteration of humanity evolving, we know it's not going to be 3D, it's going to be 5D now. It's still the base template of Earth, because you can't mess with perfection. You can't mess with God-like creation. God creation, not God-like, God creation. What we're going to do is kind of replicate our God-like version of a living space, a living planet for our new evolved 5D versions of ourselves, our 5D collective, our 5D human beings, mankind, into this new world or reality or whatever. So you're being set up physically. So you're going to see some money come in. You're going to see some resources come in, people come in, opportunities come in. Yeah, just a bunch of things. The devil. But don't you fret, beautiful child of God. I'm hearing you will get to have your 3D fun. And so if you've been watching or listening to my lightworker readings, I've been talking about with Pluto going direct during these eclipses, you've had your downloads of what this kind of new reality, new Earth could maybe look like this year. And beginning next year, 2024, we're going to be setting these soul mission, spiritual businesses up with a lot of abundance, a lot of unlimited abundance, unlimited resources set up. Lightworkers start first, star seeds, way showers. The spiritual leaders, spiritual warriors start first. They're given the abundance first. So you do have a little time to play because you've been working so hard, lightworkers. That's why we have this opportunity for humanity. I just saw 2244. You are the master builder, and you're getting a partner, and you're getting team members. First, a partner. So it might be like a romantic divine counterpart that you start doing this with. It could be just a platonic, really close soulmate. And it could, it'll grow and evolve into like a small group and then bigger group. And as lightworkers start networking more, like on a level that we haven't ever seen before, which I mentioned recently in Lightworker and Twin Flame readings. But specifically for these lightworkers that have been working their butt off for years and decades, you get to have your just desserts as well. You get to have a little bit of fun, and that's kind of what helps the still 3D version, your ego, your human self kind of be eager to do this. That's the one way that the universe tempts you, because as we know, this is a planet, a dimension of a reality of duality. And with God, there is no light or dark. There just is. So tempting, I'm hearing the devil, like they're tempting the, more lower vibrational parts of you to do more of this high vibrational work at the beginning, at least. And I see spurts of this. So this is going to happen at the end of this year, 2023, November, December, January, February a little bit, but also next year and September. So Pluto is in Aquarius from January until September 2024. So that's kind of like getting down to business. You're getting physical resources. You're meeting the right people, the opportunities. You're setting things up. You're getting the location, the office, everything, right? That's January through through September, and then it's through September till, you know, that fall and winter through December and a little bit. It's also another time you get more time to spend your money, have fun, be a little careless, FU money, spend it wild, crazy. So it's kind of like happens in like little cycles. You know, it goes until like 2025 is a huge year. End of 2025 is when, you know, things get crazy, more things with the sun is happening then. So you can see that this next couple of years, it feels like we're living out of time. Normies are not going to feel this as strongly. Light workers, star seeds, people who are highly spiritual warriors, spiritual leaders, people who are more connected and aware at this time are going to be the ones that know. Are going to be the ones who feel like a little bit out of time, feeling these energies more, feeling more psychic, getting connected more, feeling like you're on a quest, an epic journey, like from the Lord of the Rings kind of, in your physical life, but then also doing very deep spiritual practices, exploring the other side, exploring other dimensions and other worlds and other beautiful beings, ancient ancestor families like, you know, Atlantis and Lemuria, and even from other star systems. I heard Alpha Centauri, Sirius, you know, all of them, where Pleiadians, we're getting all of them, Arcturian. They're all coming in now. If you can even see, like, the stars look different now at night. It's wild. You can see this in real life. Yeah, the King of Swords and hit the Elephant, so you will be very clear. You will have a lot of clarity that this is actually happening, what your mission actually is. When you talk to your spirit guides, because yeah, a lot of you are going to get the ability to telepathically, very clearly talk to your guides, as if you're having a conversation with them, as if you're talking over the phone with them, as if you're having a video chat with them. That's how clear things are going to be right now. So this isn't something that you're going to be like, oh, I feel like something is happening. Yeah, other light workers are talking about it too. I've seen videos on this. No, you're going to know for a fact. You're going to see it, witness it, hear it, talk about it with your guides in person, consciously be aware of it, see the things coming together in the physical. Things match up in the physical and the spiritual. I'm feeling very Temperance card here. Like, it's, you have a moment where you're going to be like in shock when everything clicks, comes together. You can have access to the Akashic records. You're going to know what actually happened in the past, in recent human history. I'm getting a lot of people are going to be shocked at like how much of the truth they weren't aware of. You're going to know events that have happened in detail, as if you were there, as if you can see it. And this is, I'm hearing this is important for helping the rest of the collective wake up. You're gonna know how your ancestors healed certain illnesses and disease, and and the way that they ate, the way that they lived, and that's gonna affect how the rest of the collective resonates with you, listens to you, how you can help them at this time. I'm getting, you are the med bed, like you are what helps heal the collective. I kept saying in some older lightworker readings that like, this is our world, these are our problems that we created. No one could actually solve it for us. We have to do it ourselves, but we're becoming more connected. The time is perfect. The timing is now. And so there's so many beings, ETs, high energetic beings, archangels, ancient ancestors, and current ancestors all coming through. Gods, goddesses, mythical beings, just nature spirits and beings, and all sorts of high level beings, ascended masters coming through right now that people are connecting to very strongly. Light workers are going to be able to connect with, I'm getting like 1 to 3 more like specific energetic beings that you're going to work with more one-on-one with, work on things with more often than others, just because it's easier. And look at that 8 of Wands. Watch this, light worker. Watch things fly from now until the end of the year, beginning of next year, the next whole year, 2024, the year after that, 2025. Watch next year fly by. Watch the next 2 months fly by with so many things happening in your environment, in your outer world, that some of it you don't have to pay attention to, and in your own life, physical and spiritual. Watch things fly. I'm hearing marriage, and I am getting that many of you are going to be pairing up. It's time. You're going to find your divine counterpart. It's not going to be like playing games. You're not going to be like, oh, let's date. Let's think about what our house would look like, our kids, or our retirement plan, or where we should take a trip. No, it's like, hey, you're my divine counterpart. We have to get down to business. We know what we need to do for our soul mission. Yes, there is time for fun. 10 of Pentacles, spending money, going on wild, lavish vacations, living a very luxurious lifestyle, whatever that means to you. Your specific type or brand of luxury I'm getting, you're going to be able to live out whatever you want to do. That's fine. But you two are coming together, like you and source energy, like you and that higher power are coming together. So are you and your person, beautiful light worker. And there's going to be a lot of divine counterpart marriages. I've been actually getting hints about that. Like there's going to be a new kind of spiritual marriage ceremony that's going to become very popular. We'll talk about that more in another reading. But yeah, you're getting a lot of abundance. You're getting a partner. You're getting your soul family. You're connecting with your soul family on the other side. A lot of other high energetic beings. You're working with them. Things are going to go very, 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 very quickly. This is why the sun hasn't moved, I'm hearing, is because you're living out of time. People aren't going to notice it. The normies aren't going to notice it as much, but you've got your quest. You got your assignment from Source Energy. It's time to go, Lightworker. I wish you a lot of success, prosperity, love, and light. And please connect with me if you feel guided to. Peace.